Swimmers, take your mark.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to On Deck with Florida Swim Network. I am your host, Joe Auer, along with David Van Buskirk, and we have a new host here. I say new, she's here for this time, Sara McLarty. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, you guys. Thanks for having me.
Stud swimmer, age group swimmer, stud UF swimmer, and stud triathlete.
And I'm excited that we're actually now venturing out of the pools, getting out of the lane lines, and now opening up to one of three legs.
Moving beyond the swim. Yeah,
that's right.
Absolutely.
So tell us a little bit about what you've been doing lately.
11th year as a professional triathlete after
it's been
swimming
that
at
long.
UF. It's been that long. That ages me. So as well as racing, I've been coaching a little bit too, which is I really have a passion for that. And that comes from the great coaches that I had through Daytona Beach Speed, on to UF, and after that.
So what, especially with swimmers, if you're looking to, hey, I'm done with college swimming, I want to do something different, triathlons now are something that you can start to put in your mind a little bit.
It is, absolutely, especially with it now being an Olympic event too. So USA Triathlon is definitely recruiting college swimmers and runners that have dabbled in the other sport. So maybe a runner who swam in high school and now they're coming out of college super fit in running, but can we get them back to where they were swimming in high school, combine those two, teach them how to ride a bike, and then send them out into the race world?
So let's say I'm a parent, I'm a brand new parent of a swimmer, because we have a lot of them on our teams. Right. I go, you know what, Sara, I need help with, I want to do my first triathlon.
Right.
What do I do?
Parents are definitely seeing that their kids are out there having a lot of fun and they want to get fit, experience the triathlon sport as well. And taking on the swim is most of the time the biggest challenge for these adults, especially people who are just getting into swimming later in life. And that is what I've had a lot of practice with the last 7 years. And it's practice. There is no, textbook method of how to teach someone how to swim in their 40s. So it's a learning process, and how I do it changes with each individual that I have in the pool.
So with that being said, I know we have joked around beforehand, if I wanted to do my first triathlon, and man, there are a lot of money that can be spent on this. I need to go buy the $5,000 bike, and I got to buy these tennis shoes that's going to help me run the 6-minute mile. What in the world do I need to spend my money on?
It's not the equipment. Save your money. Before your first triathlon, you can go out in your first triathlon with your swimming suit that you have in your bathroom, the bike that's in your garage already, a helmet, make sure that you have a helmet, and any sneakers will work. Don't put big money into the sport until you're 100% committed that this is something that you want to do.
So buy your Gatorade, buy your $1.39 Gatorade, and head on over to the triathlon.
Yeah, you don't even have to spend money on that super marketed nutrition stuff. Gatorade works, water works, and keep it cheap, keep it fun. If there is one investment to be made, it's in the coaching side of things.
Okay. So we joked around a lot about, swimming. It can't make you, but it can.
It can break you in a triathlon. So there's definitely an aspect of the biking and running are super important. But if you are struggling in the swim and your mentality is negative in the race, it's going to affect the rest of your day. But if swimming, you have a positive mentality and you're able to get through the swim with no problem, the bike and the run are going to go a lot smoother. Man,
I can't wait. Have you done a triathlon yet?
I have not.
You haven't, but your daughter races.
She does. She enjoys doing that.
She's good. When she gets in shape,
that's right.
She rock and rolls, man.
Well, the next time she gets in shape, I think you should be right alongside with her.
I agree. Yeah. We need to get.
We need to start a team. There we go.
No. Not a team.
Who's running?
Not a team.
I take the swim.
All right. Before we get on to our show, we want to take you over to Caitlin Freeling, University of Florida swimmer. She's going to tell us about flip turns and full ride scholarships. Take a look.
Hey guys, Caitlin Freeling here to talk to you about how realistic it is to earn a full ride scholarship. Full rides are not very common. In Division I, All conferences, whether it's SEC, ACC, Pac-10, Pac-12, any of them, there are 9.9 men's scholarships and 14 women's scholarships awarded. In Division II, same thing, all conferences, there are 8.1 scholarships awarded for each gender. And in Division III, there are no athletic scholarships at all. With that being said, you can earn an academic scholarship in Division III. Talking about academic scholarships, let's move on to Bright Futures. If you stay in the state of Florida and you have high enough grades in SAT or ACT scores, you can earn a Bright Futures scholarships, and you can combine that with your athletic scholarship if you do earn that. Whether it's an academic or an athletic scholarship, earning a scholarship is a big deal, and it's something to be very proud of. Flip turn is a technique of turns in swimming used to reverse the direction in which the person is swimming. It is done when the swimmer reaches the end of the swimming pool but still has one or more lengths to swim.
There's people who care where I'm going, and good friends who welcome me home. So get a full tank of freedom, drive the American road. And with a full tank of freedom, find your own highway. We'll take you wherever you go. Take you wherever you go.
So welcome back to On Deck. We're super psyched to have Seminole High School coach Tony Ackerson. Welcome to the show, Tony.
Hey, thanks very much for having me.
So unbelievable last year. Your boys finished 4th overall in state competition, but unfortunately you had a couple boys that's not going to be with you this year. Grant Garner, but Thomas Ankerholz.
Yeah.
I mean, part of that 200 medley relay and finished 1st last year.
Thomas was, well, that medley relay won by 6/100ths of a second, so it was come from behind the whole way. So Thomas split 22.5 on that. I think it was the fastest split of the meet. So losing Thomas is a big deal. We still have 3 guys coming back, but in our case, it's a situation where we have a state championship relay with 3 guys returning. We might not even be able to load it this year. That's how how sad it is. But
I know.
Thomas was big for us.
So you mentioned the relay. You've got Andrew Gray. You got Connor Dacus. You also have Maverick Lane.
Yeah.
Now Maverick Lane, he was also 4th in the 50 free and the 100 free. So a lot of speed there.
He was, and really in that relay, going back to it, he was 20.28 on the anchor. So that was the fastest.
With a name like Maverick, oh my gosh! I know you've got something there with a little teasing with the Maverick name, like 20.2.
Well, he's a big, good-looking kid, and he came out as a 9th grader.
You just put it out there. He's a good-looking kid. It's on now.
It's ridiculous. But
I feel the need.
It's over now.
Well, he did last November. He felt the need, but he was in a swim class at Seminole. So one of the advantages of having a pool on campus is you every now and then you'll get a diamond out of those swim classes.
Oh, wow.
But he was out there just swimming, and he came out and he said, "I'm interested in the swim team." And I said, well, he gets out of the water. He's a big kid, big hands. I go, "You junior, senior?" He goes, "I'm a 9th grader." I go,
"Oh my gosh, you're loving it."
I go, "What's your name?" And he goes, "Maverick." And I go, "This has got to be a setup. You know, is there a camera?"
I hear
So you turned him into a sprinter.
Well, God turned him into a sprinter. We train him, but he's an innately gifted kid, really good guy.
So, we've talked about you, not only the medley relay, you're also your 200 free. You've pick up Robert Lemers and also Andrew Grant, both seniors on that the relay. You also have the 400. You finished 7th. Mm-hmm. But the sad thing is, we also had diving. So
yeah.
I know your Michael Vitino finished 22nd.
Right.
But
it's not bad.
But I don't think he's going to be joining you this year.
He will not be joining us this year. So we're actively searching for divers if anybody wants to join the Seminole team. But
that's a nice plug. Divers, we need you.
We need a coach too, so we're reaching out to coaches.
But Tony, you've got a nice little setup over there. In fact, a lot of the Seminole County schools actually have to send their divers up to you because you've got one of the only diving facilities there in Seminole County.
I think it's the only one now.
You're
but,
right.
But Oviedo comes out and uses the boards, and I think they've benefited some from it. But it's Andrew Gray coming back in will be a junior, will be a senior this year. Led off that medley relay and good 50 freestyler, 100 freestyler. So we're hoping our 200 free and 400 free relays will be strong again this year.
So Sarah and Joe and I were joking around beforehand because you have a chance to look at all the schools that coming here, especially in high school season. And I know we're just kind of finishing up, getting ready to start our season next month here in the early parts of September. A lot of schools, though, have seniors, juniors that are leaving it. You've got a nice development. You've got some seniors this upcoming year, but you've also got a lot of youth as well right behind them. Yeah,
we have a ton of young kids coming in. I think the development of the club program has really helped that out. And we have a good freshman group coming in this year. We have 5 boys and 5 or 6 girls who are all going to be, I think, good swimmers over the 4 years. So really, I think we can be good, continue to be good for quite a while. We've been in the top 10 in the boys 7 of the last 10 years. Okay. 4 times in the top 5, and we're hoping to just set that kind of a standard year in and year out.
Give us your go ahead, Dave.
No, but so you mentioned the girls, Jessica Fang,
right?
Moving on.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit some of the girl names that we might hear this year.
I think we have a freshman coming in named Anna Freeman, and Anna she's been kind of under the radar in club swimming, but I think she's going to be pretty special. She's classic looking, swimming body and. Likes to go 24, 54 this year as a 9th grader.
So what's your 15-second answer to the reason that Seminole High School is so, you get so psyched for that? What's that?
We have the greatest kids in the world. Every coach is going to say the same thing, but the kids are fantastic. So every year it's impossible not to get really juiced about it and get excited about it. So that's the biggest reason by far.
You've done a great job there.
Thank you.
Great job.
Appreciate it.
And speaking of great kids, this week we're going to interview Megan Moroney from St. Andrews High School. Hey Megan, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. Hey, what scares you about swimming?
I don't think anything really scares me about swimming, but it is kind of intimidating to get up and race some of the bigger name people when you get to these bigger meets.
What type of coach really inspires you to perform the way you do?
I would definitely say a motivational coach. Sid is always trying to get me pumped up before swims, and he's always positive, and I would definitely say motivational gets me going my fastest.
What type of training do you like doing the most? Is it more dry land, or is it more focused on in the pool? Is it working on turns or starts, or what do you? This is what I want to do today.
Well, as weird as it sounds, I really enjoy a nice mind grinder every once in a while. So that's kind of crazy for people to say that, but I do enjoy I do enjoy those. But I also really enjoy our dryland workouts. I think they're a lot of fun when you get the whole team doing something together outside of the pool.
You'll see a lot of swimmers, Megan, when they start off, is if it's a 4-day meet, come day 3, come day 4, really starting to get tired. How do you keep yourself not only motivated, but also nutritioned? What do you do to keep yourself so on day 4 you'll be ready for your meet?
Well, I have chocolate milk after every session, so I think that helps with recovery. I also take a lot of naps. Get some good rest in, and whenever I'm not swimming, I try not to put any stresses on my body, so I'm always relaxing, and I don't know, I always just try and stay positive when it gets to those sluggish parts of the meet. Like day 3 is always a hard one, so I just always try and keep a positive mental attitude to push through.
You show up at the pool, it's time for practice. Coach Sid is up there, probably standing next to a starting block saying, here is what our set's going to be today. What do you hope that he says that you're going to say, this is great, this is going to be a great swim practice today?
I like sets that are a little bit of variety, so it's not like you're just doing a whole bunch of 200s or you're doing a whole bunch of 400s. It's like a little mixture so that you get some sprinting in, you get some more distance in. Sometimes when you do like IM free sets, I really like those. So it's not just like a monotonous set, it's a little more interesting.
Okay, so with that being said, Megan, let's reverse the coin here. If Coach Sid is standing there and he says this, you're going to go, oh no, this is going to be a long day. What does that set look like?
Broken 200s.
Okay.
Broken 200s, I think, are the hardest things, and they're really good to do. They're fantastic for you, but they are, I think, the hardest thing to do. Me and my teammates always joke about it because it's like the dreaded broken 200 set. So they're really hard, but they are good for you. But it is kind of like, oh my God, we have to do them. So.
What is your favorite movie?
I'm a diehard Harry Potter fan.
Okay.
So I love Harry Potter.
All right, Megan, if there was going to be a movie made about your life as a swimmer today, who would you hope would be cast to play you?
Well, she doesn't look anything like me, but
That's fair.
I love Blake Lively.
Okay. You're walking up on the starting blocks, walking up on the pool deck as we're getting ready to start off a meet. They've announced your name. If there's a theme song that's going to be played, what would your theme song be?
Theme song. I love Uptown Funk.
Okay.
I think it's a fun song.
What or who motivates you as a swimmer?
I would definitely say Coach Sid. He has always pushed me to my limits since I was really young. So he's kind of always been the person who's pushed me to, I feel like, achieve things that I don't think that I can necessarily do, but he knows that I can do. So I would say in the sport of swimming, I would definitely say Coach Sid is biggest inspiration.
All right, Megan, final question. If I could only have one word that best describes you, what would that one word be?
Oh, God. I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of fun.
Fun, okay. Well, Megan, thank you very much for joining me and good luck.
Thank you.
And thank you very much, Megan Moroney. And if you want to catch the entire interview, you can find that on Florida Swim Network. Sara?
What an amazing all-around athlete.
Unbelievable number of
incredible.
OT cuts she has.
So speaking of Megan Moroney, okay, Megan Moroney's coach is Sid Cassidy, and he is our Ask Sid portion of the show. Let's go see what he has to say.
Coach Sid, how do I prep my girl for high school? She's 12 going into 8th grade. What do we do?
Well, thanks, Clem. That's a good question. What do you do? Well, first of all, make sure her grades are good. 8th grade, she must be going to a private school because otherwise she probably wouldn't be swimming high school competition. The communication between the high school coach and the club coach is very important. If you're lucky enough that it's the same person, that's a bonus. But if not, you want to make sure that she has the skill, even as an 8th grader, as a 12-year-old, to be able to relate to both coaches and communicate what her priorities are. Some of those dual meets won't be as big, but of course, once you get to districts and onto the state meet, hopefully, you want to be ready. So I'd say communication is the biggest thing. Make sure everybody's on the same page and enjoy the high school swimming. It's a great time in your life.
Hey everybody, I'm Dr. Brad Burkhart with Lano Orthopedics here today with your Healthy Minute. Today we're going to talk about sleep. Sleep is really important. There's people out there who walk around tired all day long. Just think about how much more your body could do if it had the appropriate amount of rest. And this is particularly important with athletes. People in high-level sports such as swimming or triathlons or running, those people burn a lot of calories and they really put a lot of fatigue and stress on your muscles and on your body. It can be very fatiguing mentally, physically, to be swimming as much as you're swimming all day, running as much as you're running, training as much as you're training. You might be getting up early in the morning to go to the pool and to do your laps. Sleep is very important. You have to make time for proper sleep in order for your body to fully recover. It's probably the most important thing that you get in your body in order to replenish your muscles, replenish your energy, and to build stronger and faster muscles.
We'll be right back with On Deck!
Remember the feeling? New goggles, a new cap. When you support the USA Swimming Foundation, you provide a gift that won't fit in a box. A gift that helps young athletes fuel their competitive dreams. One that provides potential life-saving swim lessons to children. Your gift, it really is impossible to wrap. The USA Swimming Foundation, saving lives and building champions.
On Deck with Florida Swim Network would like to congratulate some of the swimmers that made it to the road to Omaha.
more information, join us on Florida Swim Network, and don't forget your hashtag FSNOmaha. All right, we're back here with Tony Ackerson, and you know what? This is the fun part of the show where we ask Tony some questions. Okay, we all grill him.
Remember, fun part.
The fun part. And Dave, we want to talk about the rules a little bit. It's a true-false game. We're going to do a
Does
true-false,
anybody know about the
a
rules?
false, and a true. And go ahead and bring up the rules for us. We just have some rule books, right?
Florida Swim Network, the official Florida High School Athletic Association rules. Are those the rules you're talking about, Joe?
I want those rules. I think there's a few of them.
Okay, remember, folks, he asked for this.
Just a couple. You know them all, right?
No, yes, I've actually read the book, the books, cover to cover, to cover to cover to cover to cover to cover to cover. A lot.
Okay.
So there's your books.
There's my books.
You're missing some. But
No, actually, this is them.
That's
I've
it?
got freestyle, breaststroke, backstroke. I have diving, and I have the
Medley.
fly.
Wow.
So these are all of them.
So why don't we go ahead and get started?
Which one? Volumes 1 through 5. Which one do you want to go?
Let's go ahead and do volume 1 first.
Okay, volume 1.
And listen, the type is so small. The type is so small that we took the liberty of typing it out so we can actually read it. Okay?
These guys didn't want to put their
So
glasses
go ahead.
on.
No.
All right, here we go. Let's get everything started. In distance swimming, there is a real rule. Verbal counters shall be limited to 1 per swimmer and shall be stationed at the end of the course opposite the starting end. They may use watches and signals intermediate times to the swimmers. True or false?
First of all, what are they talking about?
And how can they hear them?
I'm just letting.
Saturday Night Live cheerleaders.
And by the way, can he can he read it?
No, he
go
can't
ahead.
read it.
Okay, okay, go ahead. So what do you think that is?
I'm gonna say false.
False.
I'm gonna say false.
Okay,
what do you think that is, Sarah?
I have no idea what
You
they're
can
talking
do
about.
verbal or
The
hand
last time I had a
signals to
verbal
swimmers as they're
counter.
swimming.
I lost you on word 5.
Yep.
What is that? Okay, go ahead.
And the results is true.
True.
No.
They can have verbal or visual counters.
Wow.
Nice. I didn't know that.
So, but you know what? Nobody listens to you.
When was the last time you had a verbal counter at the end of the pool?
Yeah.
Your swimmer would have no idea where they were.
You're exactly
All right,
right.
what do we got next? Give us the number.
all right,
Give
so-
the article number 2, by the way.
I'm not giving the article number.
Okay, there we go.
Can I bounce back? Do I get another shot?
Yeah,
we're
let's
gonna
try
go.
again. Let's try again.
Number 2.
Here's a good one. In
break
swimming competitions, the swimmer must wear only 1 swimsuit, and it may be in 1 or 2 pieces, but the swimsuits must be non-transparent
What?
and conform to the current concept of appropriate. Just the current concept of appropriate.
Not last year's. Just this year's.
I'm gonna protest. That's a trick question.
Sounds like a
You can
trick
wear one
question.
suit. You can wear one suit, but it can't be 2 pieces. So I'm gonna say.
So we got a false answer. You guys want to throw a guess out there?
I didn't know that there was a 2-piece allowed ever.
No.
Okay.
I question the transparency rules because I've seen some
Triathletes
suits.
do. Triathletes do, okay?
I've seen some swimsuits that are questionable and transparent. But this is a true answer. No transparent suits
Oh
allowed.
my gosh.
But 2 pieces?
2 pieces are allowed.
Unbelievable.
I know, I didn't know that.
Unbelievable.
Okay.
All right, I got another one. Here's one for you. Goggles may be worn. We know that.
Yeah.
And rub down oil. Rub down oil. First of all, I want to know what rub down oil is.
okay.
And then applied if not considered excessive.
So can you have rub down oil as long as it's not excessive amounts?
I will say true as long as it is not oily
Okay.
and speed enhancing.
Okay, so what do y'all think?
I'm gonna say false.
well, I know goggles are allowed.
I get
so-
the goggles, but the whole thing with oil, you can only imagine what that's going to do to a pool.
Okay, rub down oil. I need to know
It's
what that
true.
is. All right, what's our
You
next
can
one?
have
All right.
it.
So,
what was
the answer is true. The
Okay.
answer is true. All right, go ahead, Dave. Hit us with
All right,
another
here we
one.
go. Real quick, last one. Swimmers may wear the insignia and or name on of the club or organization they represent, or of which they are a member.
Oh, I know about this
on
one.
their
I know
on their
about this
cap.
one.
True or false?
True.
That's true.
Definitely true.
But you know what's weird?
Got to
Why
represent your coach.
Yeah.
Put the Seminole Aquatics on there.
Well, no,
why
I can't do
All right.
club. Can't be a club logo.
Oh, this is in Florida.
Yes.
For
No, for
Florida
high
s-
school. So,
See?
but why
swimming.
can't
There
I
again,
wear
you
Winter
gotta know
Park
the
High
rules.
School on it? That's just odd to me.
Okay.
Just for fun.
All right, so we're going to put these up. That's kind of it for.
Those go back in the vault. They go back in the vault.
Yeah, I have to lug them around.
I know we have a swimmer highlight coming up. I think someone's coming up, right?
We do actually. We're going to have swimmer highlight.
By the way, that was good. That was great. You did great.
I
You
need
did
to study more.
Those are
I need
hard
to study more.
questions.
Yeah.
Clearly.
So we got a swimmer highlight coming up of this week's top swimmer.
So that Abby Burke there at Lake Highland Prep is an awesome swimmer. Can't wait to see what happens with her this year. Tony, thanks for joining us on the show. You've
Thank
been
you.
a real treat.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
luck.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
I'm looking forward to seeing you in Stewart.
Yeah, me too. I hope we get there, but we
You will, you will.
You will.
do our best.
Hey, join us next week when we have Martin Zabero joining us on deck.
Hey, Joe, don't think you're getting out of here. You got to help me carry these books.
Okay, I'll get those to the car with you.
It's your weightlifting for the day.